Keep on rolling. Put your hands together, Mr. Sam Burns. Thank you. You guys good? Woo! Yeah, woo! All right. I'm from Barrie, Ontario. I always hold for applause. I don't know why. Get roses thrown at my feet. Thank you. Yeah, from Barrie, man. I got out. A lot of people don't know this. We have our own mascot in Barrie. We do. It's a fat white kid smoking a cigarette out of a bomb. That's it. That's it. His name's Devin. He tells me why it's okay for him to use the N-word. He says it all the time. It's depressing when I go home, man, because my dog's still alive. I have a 19-year-old dog. Isn't that fucked? 19. My dog remembers 9/11. Like, that's crazy. Was there. I just love imagining like a documentary with my dog. Like, where were you? And he's like, well, I was throwing up a tampon, and something was off that day. You can just tell, man. My dog's deaf, blind, balding on his ass. Votes conservative, flat earther, he's a piece of shit. Awful dog. Doesn't tip. Pain in the ass. Seems to be my dog, you know what I mean? Come here, boy! Then I saw him over Christmas. I'm like, come here, boy! Vomited dirt on the ground. Soil fell out of his head. And my mom's delusional, right? She's like, he ate a potted plant last night. I guess he's a vegetarian. You should put that in your act. I'm like, you should put the dog down. Jesus Christ. What that trip to Mexico you've been talking about? You gotta live for yourself, Mom. It's awful, man. My mom called me the other day, too. She goes, I don't want to upset you, but last night, all of his teeth fell out of his head. But he's happy. And so he's happy. So his mommy, his daddy. Happy, he can't bark anymore. I don't know what happened. In 2019, like a shovel hit him. I don't know what, his throat exploded. And no joke, he barks like this. It's like, I see trees of green. Really? Louis Armstrong. Red roses too. Isn't it crazy that Louis Armstrong would talk? I don't know why. Yeah, because he's like, what a wonderful world. Because I was like, yo, you know what time it is? Like he said that. Yo, have you seen American Pie? Fucking funny, dude. Stifler. That's his favorite movie. My best friend moved in with me. My childhood buddy. He's kind of kidding. He came from a bad home, you know what I mean? And he always smelled like cigarettes. And one of the red flags of kids from a bad home is if his dad is really into Eminem. That's like, you know what I mean? That's he's like 40, dyeing his hair in the sink. You're like, all right, a little off there. Yeah, this kid always, he wore like tearaway pants. Remember those? Tearaway pants? Fat kid, never did anything athletic. Tearaway pants, but never did them up properly. So just like a nice pale thigh right here. Kick a soccer ball, his nutsack flies out. Gross. He also, always a juice stain on his lip too. Always like an orange or a yellow. Had a Gatorade like a year ago, right? Just fossilized on his face. Didn't think to do this, you know? And he'd always bring Jawbreakers. That candy Jawbreaker. He'd bring like a no frills bag, just spin it around, you know? He'd sit down and he'd take a paper towel off it, right? And like those kids had drive, man. He'd be like, yo, Dustin's on Blue. Like you know where he was at in his life? He treated it like a job. He's like, all right, time to punch in. Blood's just coming out of his face. Gross kid. But he moves in with me, right? And we're having it's a good time. And then it's fucked up because he's still into dubstep, which is just psychotic. 2020, he's still into dubstep. That's crazy. I was into it when I was 16, and we'd always talk about the drops. Yo, the fucking drop on this one, dude. You've got to check out the drop. It must be like, fuck me. Like, yo, that's sick, dude. Yo, I've never kissed a girl, but that's sick. I like that. That's nice. I always thought a great line before a drop would be from that PSA in the 90s. You guys remember that one? It's like, no one's good at everything, but everyone's good at something. There's a bunch of little kids like tap dancing on a washing machine, right? There's one kid's like, I like bugs. You know, he's got like a mushroom cut, incel vibes, right? Hates the ladybug. Why won't it fuck me, you know what I mean? Well, I always thought a good line would be when the little boy sawing his sister in half. And so it'd be like, dan, 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 dan. Mom, Aiden cut me in half again. You know what I mean? So the MDMA kicks in, you're like, oh, fuck me, wind. All right, you guys had a lot of fun, thank you, bye.